Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then it's Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 2 guard. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. Here's Kamare. 6 to shoot. Ayton, the pass to Grant. Tries again. That one's in, his first shot this game. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court. Forcing his way in is Randle. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
Driving the lane, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Now Ayton, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range, fires the 3. Avdia gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Avdia against McDaniel. Avdia can't hit.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now, here's Avdia. Avdia, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Sharp with the drive, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Another miss by Minnesota.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Avdia can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Portland with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. McDaniels against Sharp. That shot wide open. Grant's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Avdia following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Kamare. Back to Avdia. It's stolen by Edwards. The 17-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short. Trailblazers leading by 8. Sharp on the wing. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Randle down low. Grant on him. The Trailblazers pull it in. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's DiVincenzo. Portland making their last shot. And he comes up with the deuce. 5 points in the game.
I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Here's Avdia. Avdia with a screen for Grant. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Grant.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Avdia, a screen on DiVincenzo. They get it back.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Randall outside. Shoots over Grant. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he...
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 9. From Target Center, back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Blazers?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
On the floor for Portland, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Then it's Avdia. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the 2 spot. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Sharpe, the pass to Avdia. Out to the right wing. Ayton kicks to Avdia. 5 on the clock. Kept alive. And Ayton stays with him.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Edwards, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard. Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Here's Randall to stop the run. Here's McDaniels. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Sharpe, and then Sharpe with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
McDaniels against Avdia. Randall a screen on Avdia. Randall kicks to Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Sharpe. Kicks it out to Grant. And the 3 off target. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
McDaniels passes to Randall. Here's Edwards. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Sharpe missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Randall with the bucket. Greg, you look at today's point guards. so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Able to connect from the mid-range when given the opportunity. Nice shot that time from Dante DiVincenzo.
Sharp on the wing. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Driving inside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Grant. Back to Ayton. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Edwards. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Free throw good, Edwards. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Grant the pass to Avdia. Sharp with a screen on McDaniel. Outside, Avdia puts up a 3. The Trailblazers rebound. Pass to Sharp. 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And we finish one half of basketball. Portland out in front, up by 15. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Shaedon Sharp really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Reed. Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the power forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Conley against Simon. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed for 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Conley loves setting up his teammates for quality shots. He's one of the more selfless guys in the league.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Henderson for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Henderson's got 5.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Reed with a screen on Simon. Pass to Reed from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. The 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Timberwolves trail by 15. The 3 ball. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Henderson, banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Klingon, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Poked loose. And it's Simons off the drive.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Oh, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
For 3, Henderson. Minnesota with the rebound. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. He was all alone on that one. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Out to the right wing. Wide open look here for Klingon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Reed. Now Conley. Back to Reed. A three-pointer off the mark. To the paint. Henderson kicks to Simons. Here's Klingon. Good on the three-point shot. Klingon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Pass to Shannon. Launches it. It's good from long range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now Klingon. That 3 off the mark. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's Conley outside. Simons with the defensive effort. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. The lead is 15. Feibel for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Portland, the forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the shooting guard position. Here's DiVincenzo. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Edwards moving that orange like a real pro.
Trailblazers leading by 15. Here's Sharpe. And then Sharpe with the dunk.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow.
Well, you got to have some hang time if you're going to pull off that 360. And he certainly has some.
Angle no good. And for Portland, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here's Sharpe. Good, and Grant gets the assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Edwards can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Looking to get back on track here. And yes, it's good.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
The Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Edwards with it. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Off the inbound pass and finished off by Gobert.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Grant. Pass to Kamare. Here's the screen. Ayton with it. Shot clock at 6. Releases. And the call on the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge.
First team foul.
Is overturned.
At the line for the Trailblazers.
It's the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error, so they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And oh my
Great
goodness! That was special.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Randall outside. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Gobert the pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Sharp. Here's DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sharp on the wing. Ayton a screen on DiVincenzo. Sharp the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
You know, he gets there so often. Gobert would like to make these at a higher clip.
Up top Sharp, defended by DiVincenzo. Sharp the pass to Avdia. That one falls.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and it's Grant in the corner. There's the pick. Back to Avdia. Clock at 6. And And the dunk by Grant.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a bit.